Hello and welcome to Mandate Monday. Today is a moment to pause, not to stop, but to remember. This is not about pressure, performance, or proving anything. It's about reconnecting to the reason you began. You didn't start because it was easy. You didn't start because everything was clear. You started because something mattered. You are not here by accident. You are not behind schedule. You are here because there was purpose at the beginning. Today affirms this truth. The reason still matters. Here is our purpose moment, anchoring the why. This week's theme is remember the reason. Before strategy, there was conviction. Before execution, there was intention. Before momentum, there was a reason. Remembering the reason means, number one, reconnecting to what first moved your heart. Number two, recalling the problem you felt called to solve. Number three, honoring the clarity that started the journey. The reason grounds you when things get heavy. The reason steadies you when progress feels slow. The reason reminds you why quitting was never the goal. When you remember the reason, direction becomes clear again. Here is your breathing moment, what we call the royal centering. I want you to first breathe out. Let's release. Exhale. Now I want you to receive. Inhale. Now exhale pressure. Inhale clarity. Exhale overwhelm. Inhale purpose. Exhale doubt. Inhale conviction. Let this breath bring you back to center, back to what mattered when you first began. Here's your mind reset, returning to the why. Release the belief that the journey must always feel inspiring to be meaningful. Remember the reason. And this space, it allows you, when you are remembering the reason, it brings perspective when emotions starts to fluctuate. Stability when momentum slows. Confidence when questions arise. Patience with the process. You are not losing your way. You are being invited to remember it. This is not about starting over. It's about realigning with what started it all. Here's your activation moment. Today, I remember why I began. I reconnect to my original intention. I release unnecessary pressure and expectation. I move forward grounded, not rushed. My reason keeps me focused. My why keeps me steady. I continue with clarity and confidence. I remember my reason. I honor my why. I move with intention. I trust the process. I continue with clarity and confidence. Repeat after me. Here's your weekly affirmation. I remember my reason. I honor my why. I move with intention. I trust the process. I continue with clarity and confidence. Awesome. Now let's renew. The reason provides clarity when motivation fluctuates. Remembering why brings focus without pressure. You don't need to restart, just realign. Purpose is sustained by intention. Reflection strengthens direction. Here's your commission, because it's time for you to move forward with intention. This week, you are encouraged to pause and remember why you started. Let your reason guide your decisions. Move forward without unnecessary pressure. Trust that the original purpose still aligns. You are not starting from scratch. You are continuing with clarity. Here's your closing and your community reminder. We move forward with intention, not exhaustion. Sometimes progress looks like remembering, not rushing. Share this with someone who needs to reconnect with their why. Remember the reason. Honor the journey. Continue with purpose. Thank you so much for joining us for Mandate Monday, and we will see you next time.